When Venus is in Leo, this is about me shining my light, me being my gifts and talents, my values. Venus is values. What do I value? I value my voice. I want to be heard, right? And Pluto's on the other side going, use it for the collective. Like the collective, it's not just about you, it's about us. Welcome to the Story of Spirit podcast, where practical spirituality meets real life. Hi, I'm your host, She Tells Story. I'm a psychic medium, grief support counselor, professional astrologer, and a human design reader, and of course, a law of attraction master coach. With my unique blend of spiritual and practical tools, I am here to help you align with your soul-led purpose and ignite a life that sets your soul on fire. In this podcast, we are going to explore the principles of energy, astrology, spirituality, and psychology to help you heal your grief and create an aligned life and business from the inside out. Whether you are looking to deepen your intuition, understand your cosmic design, or transform your business, this podcast is for you. Join me each week for insightful discussions, practical tips, and inspiring stories that will guide you on your journey to living your very best life. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at She Tells Story or wherever you listen to this podcast. Let's dive in and start this transformative journey together. Welcome to the Story of Spirit podcast. Welcome to the Astro Forecast for the week of August 25th through the 31st. The end of August is upon us. I don't even know what happened to the summer. It really feels like time is speeding up, even though Mercury was retrograde for most of it. Let's be honest. But we started the week on Monday, August 25th, in a first quarter moon phase in Virgo. This is a wonderful week where not everything, but it feels like the momentum is speeding up now. Mercury is direct. The inner planets are direct. We still have outer planets that are retrograde, which is fine. But we are now starting to gain momentum in these inner planets. And we just came off that new moon in Virgo. Now we are coming into a new week. It's a great week if you're launching, if you are putting something new out into the world, if you're starting a new project, if you're starting to get excited about September and start to plan and get into routines. We are in Virgo season, y'all, right? So this is a time now where we want to organize and we want to have our checklist and get things going. We want to be productive, right? We want to be of service. So we start out the week on Monday, August 25th with Venus moving into Leo. Leo is the sign of love, beauty, creativity, bold expression. It is magnetic when Venus is in Leo. And this is a beautiful time to share your heart, shine unapologetically, express your joy, show up in diva mode, be with friends, make the brunch date, go for the party, go enjoy the rest of summer, whatever is left of summer. You're being called to lead with love, embody soul, self-love, confidence, and creative expression. So remember, Leo rules the heart. So this is about like moving from the heart. And Venus Leo likes nice things and they know quality. They know nice things. But this can be shiny object syndrome. So being really cautious in terms of your money because you can spend very lavishly. And this also can be a time of imbibing lavishly, right? So spending, eating, drinking, it's a good time. YOLO, and YOLO until you get the Visa bill. So yeah, just be a little careful on that. Also on Monday, we have Venus trine to Saturn retrograde. So this is going to be very supportive to help us with maturity and stability in matters of love, money, and creativity. This is a great time to build a budget for the rest of the year. If you have some targets you want to hit, maybe your personal, body, how you look and feeling sexy in yourself. That's Venus too. You may feel ready to commit to making long-term plans with someone or something you love. Solid foundations now support future growth, strengthen bonds, commit to creative projects, and establish new routines. This is a great week, y'all, for establishing new routines. And then on Tuesday, August 26th, we have Venus sextile to Uranus. This is a good week, y'all. Like, this is a really good week, except for we'll talk about Wednesday, but where it's really, really great energy at the beginning of this week. So this Venus sextile to Uranus, this is expect unexpected pleasant surprises in love and finances. This is an excellent day to shake up your style, connect with someone new, receive unexpected opportunities, stay playful. This is like unexpected meets like Venus in Leo. So this could be like a great deal on something you've been like looking for a long time. Say yes to joy, change, and creative inspiration. This might be a really great day as well to, change up some style a little bit, a little bit. But again, be careful on how much money you're spending. It's going to come back a little bit. And then also on Tuesday, Venus is trine to Neptune, and this trine to Neptune is very dreamy. This can make everything feel like rose-colored glasses, and Neptune is retrograde too, so it is about removing guises. But dreamy, heart-centered transit encourages romance, creativity, and soul connection. There's magic in the air. Magic in the air, ideal for artistic pursuits, spiritual rituals, or heartfelt connections. Deepen your connection with your heart and your higher self. So, this is wonderful for channeling, for retreats, for going to the spa, taking care of yourself, taking care of your body, your spiritual self as well. Then Wednesday comes around, and this aspect is in play for the whole week, but there is all these other Venusian aspects that are kind of helping us a little bit. But this one is really intense, and it's Venus opposite Pluto. So Pluto is death, rebirth, and transformation, my friends, and retrograde in Aquarius. So and Leo versus Aquarius. Leo is my gifts and talents, my money, the things that I would say identify as me. And Aquarius is the things that we identify as we, as humanity, as for the collective, charity, helping one another to come up together, right? We are all of us rising the tide. We are all getting into the boat. It's not my boat, it's our boat. So Leo is my boat, Aquarius is our boat. So when we have these authentic expression helping humanity, right? To creating our authentic expression in humanity to uplift the collective. Those are those two things in harmony, Leo and Aquarius. And they're on the same scale, they're opposites of each other, right? Astrology has these oppositions, which I love because we need both. It's not one or the other, it's both. So when Venus is in Leo, this is about me shining my light, me being my gifts and talents, my values, Venus's values. What do I value? I value my voice. I want to be heard, right? And Pluto's on the other side going, use it for the collective. Like the collective, it's not just about you, it's about us. And so we can end up with this seesaw, it's kind of two sides of a teeter-totter, if you will, and you're trying to find the fulcrum point. We're trying to find the balance point between these two things. Yes, we need authentic self-expression, but it cannot be at the expense of the collective. So this opposition inherently sets up a challenge. And this could be intensity in relationships and self-worth. Power dynamics may surface, asking you to reclaim your sovereignty, heal wild old wounds around being seen and valued, transform unhealthy attachments, and step into empowered love. Empowered love. That is Aquarius, Pluto. So this, as I'm talking about it, what's coming to mind and what's being downloaded is this feeling of like we have personal responsibility to the collective's well-being. And what we are seeing is a lot of selfishness in the news right now and in what's happening in the world about even like changes to political systems to make sure that one party gets in and not the other. Like there's a lot of like obvious, greed that's coming out, very obvious. And yet it's allowed to fester. There's, the forces that oppose are being kind of quiet until it's not, it's becoming so awful. So, I mean, how awful does it have to get? So this is going to be, I think, about individuals being called out for not using their voice to support collective change. It's people who are in positions of power that are supposed to be using their voice for good things, but instead have just stayed on the capitalist ramp, if you will, the capitalist high ground. And they're just like, well, no, it's just, this is a business. And you're like, well, your business has people in it that it serves that are being manipulated, that are being affected by this system. So either you're a champion of the people or you are predator of the system. You don't get to just make money on the backs of people without actually supporting who they are and their well-being at their fundamental levels, you know. So I think we're seeing that more and more. I think people will be challenged in social media more and more. These influencers are going to be called out more and more on that, because it is a time now. We need everybody pulling up. You know, it's not just the quiet, the ones of us that don't have a lot to lose, I guess. You know, you could say, I mean, I have lots to lose too, but I am not being authentic. Like there's nothing in me anymore that is about being quiet and trying to do things that I think are best for my business. You know what's best for my business is me being who I am, regardless of that, because I'm going to attract the people who are coming in and are ready to raise their voice to support humanity too. Right? If you think that that's bad to speak up for children who are starving, then please don't follow me. Like, and it doesn't mean that I am against anybody. I want children to not starve. You know, I don't want young men to be shot who are just trying to get flour. Like that's all I want. So it doesn't mean that I'm for or against. I'm for humanity. You know what I mean? So if you think that's bad, then please don't follow me. If you don't believe in trans youth's rights, please don't follow me. I don't care. We just purged our newsletter list. Got rid of 500 people that weren't reading my newsletter, didn't respond, wasn't bye. Love you. But I'm not interested in metrics. I'm not interested in a big email list with nobody that's opening them and doesn't care about what I have to say or things that I want to share or ways that I want to teach and support you in your growth. Like that's why I do this. I want to help you. And if you're just here to make money because it doesn't, you know, these people aren't interesting to you anymore or their problem doesn't matter to you, then don't do it. Don't do it. And I know that that's going to lead to abundance for all. That is because I believe in a good world. So there you go. There's my little rant. And that's what Venus across from Pluto is all about, is fighting the power, is going up against, you know, it's rebelling and breaking apart the old systems and actually bringing everybody along on that ride. That it's not just about personal expression and personal wealth anymore. It's not. And I think the collective is seeing that. And then on Thursday, August 28th, we have Uranus sextile to Neptune. This is a beautiful aspect, rare, and a long range aspect that opens up collective and personal awakenings through imagination, innovation, and vision. You may receive sudden downloads or breakthroughs in consciousness. It's a window into the future. Pay attention, channel dreams into inspired ideas and fresh solutions. So, this energy is. This sextile is 60-degree angle. These are two very slow moving planets, and Neptune is retrograde. So this is going to be in play for a very long time. They move a degree like a month, you know, month to 2 degrees a month. Like they're not very fast. So this aspect, the 60-degree angle, is going to be an aspect for a few months. This spiritual awakening is is no joke, y'all, you know. And if you didn't catch it, my previous podcast, so the episode right before this one, is all about spiritual awakenings and how to navigate that. So if you're going through it, I suggest go back to that podcast and check it out, because again, it's no surprise. I totally channeled. I was supposed to do something on spiritual awakenings, and then here it is in the forecast. You can't make this stuff up. And I did not look ahead to see this. Like, I make these forecasts ahead of time. So I didn't even realize this was in here, but it is a big part of these next 2 years. So if you're going through it, I'm here with you. You're not here to do it by yourself. Please check out my membership, MIA Academy, for women who are going through spiritual awakenings. This is the place to be, to learn about our tools, to learn about our intuition, to come into connection with other women who are either going through it or have gone through it, so that you can be with women who can hold you, support you, and show you the way as you are navigating your liquefied state in the cocoon. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I'm wishing you the most wonderful week ahead. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Story of Spirit podcast. I hope you have found inspiration, support, and practical insights to help you align with your soul-led purpose and live a life that sets your soul on fire. If you have enjoyed today's episode, Please subscribe to the podcast, leave a review, and share it with a friend. Your support helps us to reach more listeners and continues to provide valuable content. I sincerely appreciate every share, and I know it is how most people find me. It is because caring people like you have shared me with them at the right and perfect time. For more resources, insights, and to connect with our community, please visit us at www.shetellstory.com and follow us on Instagram at shetellstory. Remember, your journey to a more aligned and vibrant life is just the beginning, and I am here to support you every step of the way. Until next time, stay aligned, stay inspired, and keep shining your beautiful light. This is She Tells Story, signing off from the Story of Spirit podcast. Here's the legalese that's required by our lawyers. This podcast and the YouTube channel represents the opinions of She Tells Story and her guests to the show. The content should not be taken as medical, psychological, or financial advice. This series is informational and entertainment purposes only. Because each person is so unique, please consult your healthcare professional, your mental health dream team, your financial advisor, or anyone else that's an expert in the field in where you are thinking of making big choices in your life.